Okay, question 25. The clues below describe a straight line. The straight line is perpendicular to x plus 4y minus 3 equals 0, and it passes through the midpoint here. So we need to find the coordinates of the point where the straight line described intersects the x-axis. Okay, so they want coordinates where this line cuts the x-axis. In order to find that, we need the equation of this line, okay? Because obviously it's not going to be this equation here, because our line they're talking about is actually perpendicular to this. So what we'll do is we'll start with that equation, that line they give us, and we'll rearrange it. We need to rearrange it to get it in the form y equals mx plus c. So if I do 4y, take the x over, becomes minus x, take the minus 3 over, becomes plus 3. And then, well, that's 4y, but I want y, so I need to share by 4, share everything by 4. So I get y equals negative, well, it's 1 over 4, so 1/4 x plus 3/4. So the gradient of this line is minus 1/4, okay? There's my gradient. But of course, I want it to be perpendicular. So my perpendicular gradient will be, if you remember, the negative is reciprocal of this. So if I'm doing the negative of this, I'll have two negatives, and the reciprocal will just be 4. We flip that, and of course 2 negatives make a plus. So we've got positive 4. So we now know y equals, for this new our line, y equals 4x, and of course it's plus c. I don't know what c is, I need to work it out. Of course, if you look here, we've got 2, 2, 6, 6. So we can find the midpoint of these two. And in fact, it passes through the midpoint of this. You might clearly see straight away it's going to be 4, 4. Okay, you might just see that, because if you think about it, 2 and 6 in the middle is going to be 4, and the same there, 2 and 6, middle of that is 4. You could just add them up, couldn't you? 2 plus 6 is 8, half it is 4. So it goes through that point. And all you need to do is now is appreciate that 4, if it goes through 4, 4, then 4, 4, that coordinate will satisfy this. We can substitute it in. So y is 4, x is 4, plus c. So we'll have 16 there, plus c, and then take it over, so we get c then to be minus 12. Okay? So that means then we've got y equals 4x minus 12. And then we've got the equation of the line, and all it's saying is then is where does it intersect the x-axis? Well, of course, on the x-axis, y is 0. So if you think about the x-axis, y is 0. So you put 0 there, and you just solve that, and you can work out x then. So we've got 4x is 12. So x then will be 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So we'll have x equals 3 as our point, and of course y will be 0 on that x-axis.